rocking here, man?
Hey guys, how you doing? AC Filmore with the Rangers here. I'm rocking my Express Series Pearl drums. Got as you count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the floor and the kick there. Rocking my Zildjian cymbals as usual. Zildjians and pearls sounds good to me.
Awesome.
Evans heads, and what else you need to know? Pro Mark sticks, not that crazy company.
All right, Pete, what do we got going on here? What's our rig looking like here?
Well, I have a Lakeland bass over there. My baby 5504 GZ. I got my Roadhog cable. This is my Dunlop Justin Chancellor bass. What do you call these things?
Is that a volume pedal?
It's not a whammy.
It's a hybrid of sorts.
Well, it's got a wah. It's a wah and a UK filter combination
Yes.
with a fuzz pedal. I got my micro tubes overdrive here. I got an MXR compressor and noise gate. I got my Digbeth, another Geezer Butler signature. This is my preamp, all tubes. Just kidding, it's tube simulators, but it's fine. Just leave me alone, okay? I got a chromatic tuner.
Fantastic.
Screw you guys.
All
Get your judgment out of here.
All right, Colin, what are we rocking here, man?
I got my Lois Lowendell 1903 violin
Look at that thing.
made in Berlin. Love this beauty. Sounds great. It's got a good fiddle twang to it. And
Fantastic.
Can't go wrong with it. So I've got my second fiddle here. This is my knockoff Stradivarius, used as my violin growing up and being a student.
Oh, fantastic.
And, yeah.
Cool. What are you rocking for pedals over here, man?
What I got here is a cheap Amazon tuner. I needed one real quick for this tour so I can switch fiddles. I got my Boss equalizer. Works great for making a fiddle sound great coming through a PA system, you know?
Fantastic, and it really does.
And then on top of that, I got my digital reverb, which adds that room effect, because you don't get that when you are playing in a... You don't get that effect when you're playing through direct.
Right, exactly. All right. All right, Dan, what do we got here?
Well, so far, we got my pedal board. I have a Polytune 3 that I'm running into, as well as a SP compressor. I usually run the blend pretty high in volume, usually just right around 12 o'clock. I got the OCD full tone for my distortion, which is only on for a few songs. I have this little electro harmonic slapback echo. This thing is great. Pete is lending me one of his noise gates. It's an MXR Smart Gate, and this thing is great. Works really well, keeping the stage volume down when I'm not playing. That way, I don't have to flick my tuner on. This here is my Ovation 12-string. This is the Glenn Campbell style. This is actually from the 1970s. I think it's a 1976. Got a few cracks, but the age just adds character to it, right? So this is what I use whenever I play Malagueña at our shows. This here is my baby. This is the Ranger Strat. This is
the first one.
The first one. I learned to play on this guitar, actually, and this Texas Rangers badge here is where we got our name. And this guitar was actually kind of like a Stratocaster knockoff that was just like some Chinese-built guitar that I got at a resale shop, and I refinished it, kind of gave it my own touch, and I even initialed it. This was the guitar that I recorded on the Bayou with. It kind of has a very unique tone. I haven't played another guitar quite like it. Next on the list is one I like to call Old Glory, and this is my baby. This is my American flag guitar. Actually, I recorded on Cowboy in the Bottle with this guitar. All the solos and for everything, actually for Roll the Dice as well, were all written and recorded on this guitar, and many of them are performed live on this one as well. And this is actually a Fender Squier. I'm a Squier guy. All electronics are great. These are the Fender Texas Specials in here. This is the stock neck, stock body, all refinished. I did it myself, and I always use Fender locking tuners. They're great. They'll never do you wrong. And this here is the most recent addition to the family. This is Texas Red.
Texas Red.
Yeah, and this is it's actually just a belt, just a belt that I got from Boot Barn that I just wrapped around the side. This is a pickguard I ordered off Etsy. I believe that's MK Holloway's store on Etsy. And then I got this little 38 special pickup selector and these little 6-chamber tone knobs. These pickups here were hand wound in Orange, California by my buddy Nick at Skywood Pickups, and he made these specifically for this guitar, so this is the only set like this in the entire world. So big shout out to Nick over at Skywood Pickups. He makes a great product, and they're very affordable. He makes pickups that rival some of the top brands. I would highly recommend you check them out. But this was a Squier Sonic, actually, originally in Torino Red. It played great, and I got it on clearance, and this thing it plays really, really nice. I love Squier guitars. I think they make excellent instruments, but I of course like to add my own touch to them. This is a Fender Deluxe Reverb, and this is the Sweetwater exclusive wine red cabinet finish with the gold tweed. It's beautiful. It sounds great. Very few issues with it. It's It's awesome. I mean, the reverb is, you can't beat the reverb on a Fender amp. The tremolo is pretty cool. I don't use it very much, but it is awesome. It works great. I think that's about it.
Leave it to the guitar player to be long-winded.
It's because of my guitar, you know. All right, Mike, so what do you got for us?
I probably have the most simple setup. I've got this, just a polytune that I'm running. I don't have any special effects or anything. It just helps me make sure it stays in tune. Microphone-wise, we've got the Shure Super 55. I love the way this thing looks. It's got great tone on it, and really, this is just part of the show. This is not one I would use in the studio, but it looks great live, and it sounds great live, and I've got the thing to hold my picks. For my guitar here, Martin D-Series. This is one of the Nazareth, Pennsylvania ones. You know, actually, I had a D-Series special a long time ago that I played, and the back of it broke, so I had to buy this one to replace it. Now, this is one of the most comfortable guitars I've ever played. I love this thing. I've recorded with it. I play it at every single show. Kind of become my staple. I got this fringe strap because, you know, you can't go wrong with fringe. So this is what I use for that. I think I use 11s, light gauge strings, nothing crazy. Always have my capo here for you know, some of those B minor.
What brand is that capo, Mike?
This is a Kaiser, pretty standard. Get these at, you know, pretty much anywhere, Sweetwater, Guitar Center, stuff like that.
Right
and
on.
for backup, because I don't use it all the time, I just kind of have it with me just in case. It is quite a powerful instrument coming through the system here. Is this Gibson Songwriter 12 string? They do not make these anymore. This is one that I spent entirely too much money on, but it is a beauty, and I love it very much, and I do have it as a backup, and I record with this. Everything you hear on Senorita and Luke and Luna and most of the Way of the West acoustic guitar is this 12 string, and I love this thing. So yeah, that's about all I got. Pretty simple, nothing crazy.